Okay, welcome back everybody. It's been a while since I've uploaded. I'm just getting used to a new work schedule and it just settled down, so hopefully I'll be back to doing this at least every other day. But I've been working on a mono white deck. So, and it's been doing pretty well actually. So here we are. We're going to go through some gameplay. Stick around to the end. I'm going to go through the deck list actually, because I'm sure you won't see everything that the deck has to offer, but it's called Life Gain. It's just mono white aggro. It's been doing really well, especially against cycling, but we'll see how this goes. And of course, now that I said that, it's gonna just do terrible because that's just my luck, but we're gonna see. Okay, we got Luminarch Aspirant, Speaker, Luris is great. Yeah, I think we'll keep this. Anytime you can start with a turn 1 Speaker and a turn 2 Luminarch, I tend to keep it because it's always just really good way to start out, especially if you go first. But I have no idea what they're playing. But I like their sleeves. A lithofoam engine? I'm sure I said that wrong, but whatever. Come on, man. Decide if you want to keep or not. I'm ready to start. I said mono white. And I know this is dual colors, but there's no black in the deck anywhere. Except for the black hybrid cost of Luris. And I don't have Luris as my companion because I don't like to be limited to just the one. And it kind of cuts off my Heliod, which is kind of a big point of the deck. Heliod kind of makes the deck like 10,000 times better. So, what's going on here? Come on. Well, this is not how I expected this one to go. Doo-dee-doo. I'm sitting at 92% at the moment, so we're not that low, but we're not that high either. I got up to 95 earlier, and then I just been messing around with it before I posted. But I think this one's just gonna be, I don't know. We'll see. I don't know if the guy got up or something, but he's running out of time now. I hate waiting. I'm not the most patient person. Okay, we'll start. Yeah, speaker. Let's see what he's got. Oh, okay, so he is there. Hey, are we doing a mirror? Okay, yeah, well, we're gonna do the turn 2 Luminarch. Start swinging at him. He's not gonna block. He wants the speaker alive. Next turn, I think we'll drop Daxos and the Alside. Depends on what I draw. I wonder what he's gonna do. Oh, okay. Huh, okay, cool. Ooh, Heliod. Never mind, I'm dropping Heliod. Boom. And this is where the deck comes into play. He's gonna be forced to block with that speaker eventually, but I don't know what else he's got running. Kabira takedown. I don't use that. It's a dual, module. Um, yeah, so I don't know what his deck wants to do. I don't use those in my version. I mean, I could, I guess, but I don't know. What's he gonna? Oh, there's a Daxos. Hey, Daxos. I like Daxos too. Well, I'll do Selfless because I won't be able to activate Alside this turn. Oh, and that's gonna be it. But hey, you see how the deck works. You see what it wants to do. So there we go. I will run you through the deck list now because this game was already a little longer than I planned, thanks to the guy taking forever at the start. But here we go. We're going to decks. If I double click, it might help. So we started off, we got 3 copies of All Side. I don't really feel the need to run 4. I needed room for other things in here. But so we got 3 of them. I can sack it to give protection, which actually really helps a lot when they go to like really target it with anything. Bounce something to my hand. I can sack this to give whatever they target protection, or if I am about to do lethal, like with a speaker that you saw me buff up, I can sack it, give protection from whatever color they have, and then swing in without worrying about blocks. That kind of helps out a lot. It's also an enchantment, which actually plays a little bit of a part in the deck. We got 3 selfless saviors, so I can give indestructible to something. I don't always have 1 mana open for the outside, so the selfless savior also only have 3 in the deck. That way, I made room for other things, and I feel like 3 is a good number. I usually draw it. 4, I felt like I was drawing it too much when I didn't need it, and I needed something else, so I cut 1. Got 4 Speaker of the Heavens, because you almost always want to start with one of these in your hand. If you can, if it's possible, a turn 1 Speaker is always the way to go. Then we got 3 Daxos. I felt like 4 Daxos. I just kind of always had 1 in my hand and 1 on the field, and that's done is really useless, so I cut it down to 3. Also an enchantment creature, which plays a role later. Got 4 Luminarchs. I really want to start with 1 of these in my hand, so I got 4. Because a turn 1 Speaker followed by a turn 2 Luminarch is really good. Then we got 2 Bozzaries. I've been debating on moving this up to 3, but 2's been working out for me so far, so against control, if I can drop this on turn 3 and they can't interact with it until after, if I can get it up to 6 against control and then ult it, then that's pretty much good game. Then it doesn't really matter what happens. I got 4 Heliod's. I really want to try to start with 1 of these in my hand as well. I think an ideal opening hand would be 3 lands, Speaker, Luminarch, and Heliod. That's only 6 cards. And a Core Celebrant. Because then I can play Heliod, and then the next turn I can drop a Core and trigger the Heliod off the entrance of Core. Yeah. So I got 4 of those because it's really important. 3 Core Celebrants. I dropped 1 to make room, to make some more room, and I still feel like I get it when I need it, so 3 feels like a good number. Skyclave Apparition for some removal. I like that it hits non-land permanents, not non-land non-tokens, not just creatures. So that kind of helps out against like some enchantment-based decks, like Doom. No, what's that? What's that Doom card? You know what I'm talking about. Everybody knows what that. Except apparently me, because I can't think of the name right now. But I got 3 of these in here. 3 Luris. I feel like 4, the same thing happened with the Daxos. I was drawing 1 or 2 when I already had 1 on the field, and that's just a waste. So I cut it down to 3. Feels like a good number. Got 2 Archon of Sun's Grace. And remember how I told you the enchantments played a role later? Yeah, they play a role with the Archon. So I can create more flyers, because this is my only flyer. So, kind of very, very helpful. And then 3 Attended Healers, because it mixes really well with Daxos. Like, if I play the Attended Healer with a Daxos on the field, it'll create that 1/1, because it'll be the first time I gain life. And then I can block with that 1/1, and then Daxos will trigger from a creature dying. I'll gain another life. Attended Healer will make a new 1/1. Or I can swing with the 1/1, and if they block and kill it, well, then I gain a life and create a new 1/1, so it's not really, doesn't really matter. But the Attended Healer mixes really well with the Daxos, and I feel like the deck as a whole kind of fits itself, kind of works out in my favor. And then we got 23 planes, because I didn't feel the need to have 24, because most of my cards are 3 and under. Like, the only thing I have that costs more than 3 is Archon and Attended Healer, and they only cost 4, so I felt 23 planes was a fair number. But yeah, that's my deck list. If you guys have any suggestions, leave them down in the comments. If you guys would like to see me build another deck for fun, if you want to challenge me, make fight as one deck or something, something stupid. I love to do that kind of thing, so let me know down in the comments. And I will see you guys in the next one.